We do the 16 days of activism every year because it is simply not acceptable that 1/3 of all women and girls still suffer from gender-based violence, a situation that has been exacerbated during the COVID-19 pandemic. So we, the ambassadors of the European Union and of the European Union member states, will lend our voices and speak up against gender-based violence in all its forms and manifestations.
Her story is our story. We must acknowledge the factors that led to gender-based violence, including power imbalances and objectification of women.
We have to listen to and elevate the voices of survivors.
Violence against women and girls is a global problem and it requires global action. Our heart goes out to millions of girls and women who were and are victims of any form of violence. No doubt, it's a global pandemic and we must unite and tackle it and do more prevention of this very dangerous human rights abuse.
Gender-based violence must stop, full stop.
We must trust survivors and work to understand the systems and norms that seek to silence and discredit them.
Young girls should be in school. We must strive to end child marriage.
Women's rights are human rights.
Behind the statistics, there are real people. They all deserve our support.
Listen and hear their stories without judgment. Avoid victim blaming and let them know they are not alone.
No more watching in silence. I will not stay silent about violence, harassment and discrimination against women.
We must address the misconception that violence against women is often provoked by the victim.
We must do all we can to support the survivors of gender-based violence.
We must all raise awareness on the issues of sexual assault, domestic violence and child abuse.
We must recognize that gender-based violence is a human rights issue that affects the quality of public and private services and sustainable development.
We understand that domestic violence follows the victims' work, affecting survivors and their co-workers. We will support you if you are suffering from domestic violence.
Women and children are not weapons of war.
Individually and collectively, we can help change her story.
Together, we speak with one voice. Say no to all forms of gender-based violence.
I urge you all to join the global campaign to end all forms of gender-based violence. Please pledge your support. Everyone can contribute because her story is our story.
I pledge my support.